Am I cool?
Yeah.
All right.
This is the most fuckery shit I've ever done in my life, bro.
What's up, guys? Welcome to episode 2. Two notes to start with. Number 1, it's obviously real COVID hours, so we're doing this virtual, trying to do our part. And my internet, it really sucks. So
It does.
it does. So if the conversation gets a little janky, I do apologize, but we're just out here doing what we got to do. The other thing I wanted to say is that I am in what I am calling Studio B, aka I took my old Mac and interface and monitors and brought it all up to my mom's office and got her set up so she can be the baddest bitch on her Zoom meditation. So that's where I'm at.
We love the meditation. I heard we were talking about it earlier. This is actually our part 2 of this podcast. Jarrett got fucked. But apparently Jarrett was pushing sun rays out of his hands into the universe, which look, I'm down for, but it ain't fooling me.
Yeah, I don't know. It's my mom's thing, man, and it's very it's like a very physical energy based type meditation, and I did, I ran one with her one time just because, and it was cool. Not really my thing. I'm more of a meditate on my own kind of guy, but I'll try anything, and there was parts of it that was kind of lit. So.
Oh yeah. I think any meditation is lit.
Absolutely.
How long are they? Do they do an hour?
Yeah, they do an hour, but it's not an hour of just like I said, it's a physical thing, so it's not just
it's more like yoga.
Yeah, it's like a combination of meditation and yoga. We talk, so it's not just trying to observe thoughts and let them come and go. It's more of we're doing these fucking poses and that whole deal, and then there's a teacher, so questions happen and whatnot, but it was cool. It was cool. I would do it again.
Yeah, I used to do group meditations for this group therapy thing I was in, and I can't do it, man. I get
right.
I get low key competitive. I always be in my head just trying to be the best at meditating for some reason.
And I love that.
Yeah, I just I don't know. And I'm not watching other people, but I'm my energy is the strongest in this room right now.
I'm meditating so fucking hard right now.
Yeah, no. That's literally how it is. So then I just can't do it in groups. So
right.
But I meditate every morning for the longest I've done was 30 minutes, and that's I think for our age group it's really hard because I'm looking at fucking 2 screens on my desk right here, and then and then I look down, and then my Ableton Push has a screen, and then my TV's right here, and then my phone is I actually have to keep my phone away from me when I wake up, because if I don't do that, if I have it, I have to leave it on my desk, because if I wake up and touch my phone, I won't do anything. I'll literally just sit on TikTok and try to find a new trend to make music with or something, and then
right.
Yeah, so every morning now I wake up, then I grab my phone and I put on my meditation shit, and it's running for your brain. It's weird. It's the best stuff in the world, but it's a hard thing to master. I'm not that great at meditating.
Yeah,
it's hard.
It's definitely a difficult thing to do, and I don't know if it's as much of an age group thing as it is just how much experience you have with it. I've been dabbling and kind of fallen in and out of a routine with it for a couple years.
Yeah.
So I don't have trouble getting into it, but it's like really difficult for me to like lock in for long periods of time.
Yeah.
Um, but I've been using, dude. Like, here's the thing. Like, I try not to be a money motivated, like materialistic person. But like, if I pay for something,
Yep.
that's usually like motivation. So I hit the fucking send button on the Calm app, and
I was about to. I was about to. Oh shit!
dude,
I gotta
I'm
unsubscribe.
dude, I'm into it, and I try to do like one or two little sessions a day, but every night, without fail, I'm hitting them sleep stories, and I don't know, dude. Like I could see how a lot of people would not be into it, but I'm kind of into that like cute shit, you know. So
Yeah.
like the idea of like someone telling me a little bedtime story, and,
Yeah.
and I very rarely make it to the end, very
Yeah.
rarely.
I think that's more of a because I've always dabbled with this in my life. I always have thought that when you go to sleep and you listen to something, you subconsciously take it in.
For
Um,
sure.
So like if I have the TV on, and I normally do have the TV on when I go to sleep, I'll put like an informative podcast on and just go to sleep. That's like 4 hours. So then when I wake up after 6, like either which I know actually is like really bad. You shouldn't sleep with music on or anything like that, except if it's like those like whale sounds, because your brain doesn't actually go into REM because it's active the whole time. So I know that's bad, which is probably why I get bad sleep. So maybe I gotta rethink that. But yeah, I think that when I was younger, listening to music and sleeping while listening to music was the main reason I learned drums. Like because I never had a drum lesson.
Yo.
I only played drums on Rock Band drums. And then my dad got a drum kit, and for some reason it was just like this all makes sense to me. Like I could just drum. Like I just sat on the kit and play the hi-hat, was hitting toms like I've been playing drums my whole fucking life. It was the weirdest thing that ever happened to me. And like now I don't drum as much, but let me say I don't drum at all. But like it I really think that has an effect in a sense where that story that you get before you go to bed might not just be a story. It might be something that your brain attaches to when you wake up, that you have like a more relaxing time to wake up in a sense. You know what I mean? Like I don't think it's
absolutely.
like really more so like, oh, I'm getting a story. It's more like this has subconscious meanings that your brain will attach to. And then
Yeah,
like,
for sure, dude. You hit on a lot of good points because so the first thing I got to get it out or I'm just going to all day.
Mm-hmm.
But so I had this teacher that I took drum lessons for a long time, and like when we started hitting the jazz stuff, like obviously I come from a rock background.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like super like easy for me.
No.
And
Swing
he
is
was
hard to
like
learn.
yeah, for sure. And it's very hard to get like good at it, you know. There's there's like the rock drummer trying to play jazz, and then there's like the jazz cats.
Yeah.
Yeah. But he always told me, he was like, yo, fall asleep listening to jazz records, and I bet you some licks will start to come out or some things will start to click. And it definitely happened. Like somewhere in my subconscious, a lick was stored, and then I played it one day, and you know, I'm not gonna say it was just that. You know, I did books and like all like
But
so much stuff.
It's the conditioning. It's the conditioning. You practice it, and then you listen to it while you sleep, and then you practice it the next day. Your brain. That means like, it's like the issue with our phones, right? Like, the reason we're so addicted to it is because when we go to sleep, we're on our phone. When we wake up, we're on our phone. So it's like this whole thing is like it's a conditioned rhythm that we've made. So when you're sitting here and learning something and you're thinking about it all day, you go to sleep listening to it and you wake up maybe listening to it because it's still playing.
Mm-hmm.
Your brain never like it never lets go of it in a sense. Like
Yeah.
I'm not a psychologist. I didn't go to college, but like I've always been intrigued by the brain, and like this shit could it makes sense that it could do it if there's like subconscious thought that we have. Like a cool thing about the brain, you know, when we go to sleep and we see people's faces, like people,
Right.
you know,
Like we see people's faces, but we haven't met them.
well,
But it's
that's
stored somewhere
You
because
have
we
met
actually
them.
we have met them. Yep.
that day. So when you're like walking around throughout the day, all those people that you see are just like in your dreams. So that's why like we see people in our dreams, is because our brain is collecting data from like earlier. It's like a computer. I always think about that. It's like people say that all the time, but like think about like if you're just like downloading data 24 hours a day, your brain's eventually going to have some like, oh, this works. Like I started doing this. I started piano lessons today, and now I have a schedule that I'm setting. 30 minutes before bed, I practice piano every night. And now that we're even talking about this, I might just start putting jazz records on and like going to sleep to jazz records, listening to pianists just lick, and then seeing if that has an effect.
Listen to McCoy Tyner, bad fucking cat.
Yo, actually send me fucking cats. I've been meaning to get into jazz because I don't want to.
Yeah.
I don't want to like. I have to tell my teacher this. I want to be like, bro, I don't want classical training. I want that jazz shit. I want to be a cat. I want you to sit here and be like, well, Mozart. Fuck Mozart. Not really, but fuck Mozart. You know he's black.
Really?
Yeah. Crazy.
Yeah.
So
Dude, the whitewashing in history is nuts.
No. It's said in history that he's black, but what the thing about it is, back then in Austria, I think is from where he is, it was, not okay to be black. So what he would do was he would put a bunch of powder on his face, so he would be passing, so he'd be light skinned, so people wouldn't hate him as much, right? So when he started playing for like the I forget what they're called, the fucking higher up government people, the fucking kings and queens and shit, he would put a lot of that white makeup on so he would look white.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So this one dude was explaining him in a book, in one of the history books, and they explained him as being like, I forget what the Latin word for black is, but they would call him Black Mozart. So
That's
then everybody
crazy.
was like, yeah, everybody was like, what the fuck? Like, what? And then they started researching it more, and turns out that Mozart was black, and he would just cover his face in like white powder to be passing.
Damn.
Yeah.
I didn't know any of that, and the second we hop off, I'm gonna look some shit up and put it in the show notes.
Oh yeah. It's pretty fucking nuts. It's just another thing where it's just like, even classical music, even if you think it is, it's not white.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. Sleeping while listening to music, really cool. Sorry for the Mozart rant.
No, it's cool. I like how this episode took a little while to get to the music production shit.
Yeah.
So I guess the only real idea that I had to talk about today in a music production sense was I did drums last weekend with a man who will be mentioned on this show many times, Mr. Jack Mydell.
Maybe we're foreshadowing a guest appearance.
Yeah, dude, he's got to be the first guest because I just never shut the fuck up about him.
I know. At this point, we have to. But
Yeah.
keep going.
So, like, we got together and we did all the drums for this little EP that I'm working on. I talked about it last episode or whatever. It was really cool because I haven't had this experience so much in my home studio. Like, when I've gone to real studios, so much of like drum day is spent um checking stuff like levels and whatnot and different outboard gear, like patching stuff differently and trying different microphones, moving the mics around, all that. And like I honestly I haven't done a whole lot of that in my home setup, but like me and Jack did a lot. Like we were about to be ready to go and he was like, "Can I like take a crack at tuning your snare drum?" And I was like, "Yeah, dude, you got phenomenal ears, so go for it." And
Does he have a perfect pitch
n-
or relative, very good relative pitch?
yeah, we thought he had perfect pitch for a while, but he just has an incredible relative pitch, and it still blows my mind. And
I think
I just
I've heard people can be taught, like if they're at that level, right? Like, because when I was in choir, I was known to have very good relative pitch. I don't know if that's still a thing today. I don't sing that much often, but when I was in choir, I was very good. But the whole thing is like my teacher would talk about like how like if you really practice, you can acquire perfect pitch. Not like sitting here and being like, I mean, maybe, I don't know. I don't really like fully know what he was getting at, but like you could like, if you're like A, right? You have such great relative pitch that you worked on it so much that you hear A. In your head.
yeah, absolutely.
You can
like that's
you can, like,
that. Yeah, that's the thing with Jack is like Jack knows what A sounds like in his head. And I don't know. I'm gonna save this for when he's actually on here because I can't explain what goes on.
We're gonna have a game. We're gonna have a game. We're gonna test
that'd be
them.
sick.
That'd
be so sick.
No, seriously. Because I have all my audio set up. I'll play notes on my keyboard and we'll test them. We'll see how good his pitch is.
Yeah, that would be a good
froze
time.
On a smile.
You're frozen
Luckily,
for me too.
we
It's
are
okay.
recording this. We're recording this separately from the video, so if all hell breaks loose like this, I can just put it out with a picture, and hopefully you guys will be satisfied. But
yeah.
yes, we will test Jack and see that.
That sounds fun. If I'm not cutting out too bad, I hope I'm not. I guess I just wanted to run through the way we mic'd up the kit, because it was like a really good time. I want to set the scene. It is the night before tracking, and in my resonant bass drum head, I didn't have a hole in it, and this has been something I've just like I've meant to do this for so long, or just buy a resonant head with a hole in it. I really need to change the resonant heads on my drums. It's been a long time. Anyway, I took a fucking jigsaw and cut this fucking hole in it.
Why didn't you just soup can it?
I don't have any fucking I don't have a can big enough, like all the cans I have are these little tiny things.
Damn,
so
they got
actually
small.
Yeah, cause of work, I have this little thing. It's like, it's got like a point. It's got like 2 points, and you can set it, and you stick the 1 point in, and it'll draw like a perfect circle.
Oh, like the fucking little things we had in school.
Yeah. I don't know what the thing is called.
I don't either. A stencil, maybe.
Not quite, but close. But yeah, so I just drew this little outline and cut it with a fucking jigsaw. Do you know how scary it is to have a jigsaw that close to an expensive drum set? I'm like, Jesus Christ, like if I slip, like I'm gonna fuck up my hoops and everything. But no, it was fun, and I cut the hole and everything, and we did an M88 inside the kick. Me and Jack actually went halves on that mic, and it did not disappoint. It sounds so sick.
Oh, you just bought it?
Yeah, like
for the recording process.
Not kind of. When I was on my road trip, he was like, yo, I'm about to buy the shit. And I was like, I'll go halves. It'll be our mic. Like, all of our shit is in one place anyway.
True.
So we went halves on this guy. And so we did M88 inside and one of his Aston Spirits on the outside. On the snare, we did a Rode NT5 and SM57.
I heard
Same thing.
a lot of good things about the Rode NT5.
Dude, like,
Like I've been convinced to buy that rather than a Shure.
yeah, it totally depends on your application. Like, it's a tiny little condenser, like, pencil thing. Which brings me to my next point. Yo, condensers on shells. Like when I say shells, I mean like on drums, like not just as overheads. I thought that you like didn't really do that. I mean, granted, I don't know shit, but like I thought that was kind of a thing that like you don't do. Like, you don't put a condenser on a very harsh source. And we did struggle a little bit with like going in. It was hot as fuck, but we had enough like gear to handle it and like to get it to a usable volume going into Pro Tools. And so yeah, we had NT5 on the snare and 57 on the snare, and then we did another NT5 on the batter side of the rack tom and a 57 under. We did an Aston Spirit on the batter of the floor tom, and I think I have this. Yeah, it's like a Sennheiser E602 under the floor tom, and then I have my two Shure SM81s overheads and another jack thing. This was wild, and it actually worked out pretty cool. He has these little like bass trap cubes, and he cut them and put them on top, literally on top of the overheads, and it worked out really sick. It was so fucking strange looking, and we thought the mics were gonna fall, but it actually worked out really great. And then
Wait, why do you do that?
just to like, so I have really low ceilings. Like,
you did this okay.
Yeah, we did this. Yeah, we did this in my little tiny room.
Okay,
And
that makes more sense.
yeah, like the overheads are like so close to the ceiling, because the one part where I have the drums, it's even a drop ceiling, so it's like very, very, very low. And I guess to just like cut off any of these like weird reflections and whatnot, like that's what he went for, and I think it turned out really nicely. And then very last one was an AT 2021 as the dick mic. If you don't know about the dick mic, look it up. It's pretty cool.
He's big cunt.
Yeah, Luke, I think I showed you the
what the
video of the
heck?
dick mic one time. You
Yeah.
there, buddy?
But my hold up. Keep talking.
All right, while you figure this out, because we're still recording in the DAW, I'm going to talk about the dick mic. There's this engineer, Sylvia Massey. She's just so fucking cool. Like, she is unbelievably cool. She's done a lot of really, really great records. And yeah, she's got this thing. I guess it was her idea. It's called the dick mic, and you basically take like pretty much anything will do. We used the 2021, and you point it straight at the drummer's crotch, and I don't know, dude. It just adds this little extra like interesting layer of fullness to the drum kit when you get it sitting right, and obviously with your EQ and your compression and whatnot. But Yeah, it was a really fun day doing drums with Jack, and I had a great time. They sound great. It's easily the best DIY sound I've gotten, in my house. So that was really exciting, and I guess since I'm supposed to keep talking, Luke's giving me the the keep going signal. I'll talk about the acoustic guitar sound too. This was something I think I read it on a forum somewhere about 81 sounding great on acoustic guitar, which obviously that's fine. But what I saw on the forum was someone throwing it like one of them like between maybe like 12 and 15, which is pretty common, and the other one actually coming over the shoulder. So it was like, I don't know. I tried it one time when I was recording something for Dylan, and it sounds so good. Like, I don't have anything special in the acoustic guitar world, but yeah, it sounds really, really nice. And so we did acoustic guitar as well, did some bass, and we're kind of in the process of finishing up that EP remotely. Jack sent me some tracks last night, and yeah, it's fun. It's real fun.
Is this not the 4-track John? Also, hi, I'm back.
Good evening. It is 2:30 p.m. It's not the evening.
I know, dude. I mean, like, in Spain.
Yeah, I don't know shit about time zones.
Me neither. I'm just assuming.
Sick. But no, this is a complete separate thing. Like, he's doing that on his own time. I don't know when it'll be done, but this is like, I mean, I say my shit, but whether he knows it or not, like, this project wouldn't be what it is without Jack filling in my missing pieces. So, yeah. It's exciting.
Yeah, I'm excited for it. I'm just mainly excited that you're making music again. Like, I know you've been recording and like you were in ornamental and playing shit, but like, yeah, it's cool that you're making music again. I remember, what was it, last year you played like a little acoustic set, and I was like, oh shit, this is cool.
Yeah, that was about a year ago at Jason's.
Yeah, well, it will be a year in like 2 weeks.
Oh, really? I thought it was October.
No,
I don't know.
We were all wearing sweaters. Remember?
Oh yeah, it was a Christmas thing.
Drum. You were wearing an ugly sweater. I remember it.
Yeah, I was.
You actually, you know how well I remember it. I kept calling you. That's where I started calling you a dad.
Right.
That's exactly when I started calling you like stepdad Jerry.
Yeah.
Because like you walked in and I was like, oh, he's a stepdad. He don't drink. He don't smoke. He makes sure the kids are doing well. He goes bowling on Tuesdays.
We went bowling on Tuesdays. Don't forget you were in there.
Did you get your pin yet?
My pin?
Yeah. I got a reward for something, for being like a, I don't know, underdog or some bullshit.
Like, okay, when you say pin, are you talking about the magnet bowling pin or like a button?
I got like a pen and a button, I think. For
Damn.
Something.
My
mom sent it to me, and I thought somebody sent my old crib a cart for Christmas, and I was like, Mom, do not fucking open that shit. I was so nervous about it. I was like bugging about it. But then she sent me let's see if my camera will pick it up. But then she sent me this. Yeah, it's like a little patch and a pen.
Oh, that's pretty cool. I remember I think I bowled a 500 series, and this pisses me off because I know I bowled a 600 series after this.
They cheated.
I don't know, whatever. It doesn't matter. But I have a magnet on my fridge, and it's like a bowling pin, and it says 500 series. So that was kind of
Yeah,
cool.
I have one for scratch games.
Okay.
I think I forget which one is the one that like you don't start off well, but then you kill it for the rest of them. I forget which.
Okay.
I think. Anyways, I've been actually after I start learning piano, I want to start learning acoustic guitar because that's like the last thing that I kind of heard from you was your acoustic guitar playing. Because my audio was going wham. But once I learn piano, I think I'm gonna start learning guitar because I think it will be like really easy to pick up, and I don't know. I want to start making different music, I guess.
I mean,
And,
I've
like,
heard you play guitar. Like it can
I can
be,
play.
it can be really, yeah.
I can play. I can't play great, but I can play.
Yeah.
I know what the chords are. Not like playing chords, but I know what the strings are. Let me say that. I always call them chords. I know what the strings are. I know what notes they are, and I know how to like figure shit out on a guitar, but I can't play chords or
Right.
the worst is like chord progressions. I'm really bad with like playing with my hand. My right hand. But also this pinky is fucked. I can't play guitar with this pinky. It doesn't, like, it's dead. Once it gets to this part of my hand, like when I'm like holding it like this, it just is like so straight that I can't do plucks with my pinky.
Huh.
Like, I broke it when I was younger, and ever since then I can't like pluck like this.
Fun fact, I broke both my pinkies. Not at the same
What?
time, but I broke them both. One time, dude, it was the stupidest thing. I was like in like 3rd grade, and like we were having a catch, and it was this little dinky like borderline, like I don't think it was a foam football, but it totally was not a real football, and I just like went up to catch it, and it hit my pinky the wrong way. Dude,
Those Nerf balls.
that shit was like the size of 2 pinkies and purple. Crazy.
That's the worst thing about catching like footballs like that. Like I played football when I was younger, and we had a whole like the practice or two about how to catch it, because literally, like if you catch it wrong, like these fingers will be fine because they're kind of like condensed, but your pinky, it's snapping, bro. That
Dude,
shit snaps.
I broke it on every knuckle. It broke every knuckle.
Wait, what?
Yes. Like I gotta dig out the X-ray, dude. It looks so messed up. Like
Wait. So you caught the football in the wrong position, and it broke all
like,
4 of your knuckles.
Well, 1, 2, 3. It broke here, and here. Like
bro,
at
I didn't
each,
know you
like-
had more than one knuckle in your finger.
I mean, I think so. Like this is a knuckle, that's a knuckle, and I guess that's a knuckle.
I'm kind of looking at my hands different now.
Gucci.
Like that's
The episode 2, Gucci finds out we have knuckles.
no, I just like I never considered this part a knuckle ever in my life.
Right.
I just thought these are knuckles, and I actually thought these are knuckles. These
my
are
God.
knuckles.
Right.
And these are not okay. It kind of makes sense, right? Like we have 3 knuckles.
That's incredible.
Damn. So you fucked your pinky up.
Dude, I
just
fucking destroyed the thing.
I was playing soccer with this kid. Fuck him, by the way. Fuck this little kid. He's a piece of fucking shit.
Now or then?
Then, now, horrible human being for doing this to me. He wanted to play soccer. He wanted to play soccer. So I'm playing with the ball, right? There's only 2 balls. The kids that won't let me play with them are playing on the soccer field, and I'm playing by myself because I'm a fucking loser, right? So I'm playing with the ball. He eventually comes over, and he's like, yo, pass me the ball. I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. Pass him the ball. Pass him the ball. He gets a little competitive. I get a little competitive. We're passing even better. I don't know what the exact thing was. But, like, eventually I'm going to go steal the ball from him, and he just puts his fucking foot on the ball, like fucking that girl from Charlie Brown holds the ball, and I go to try to kick it, and I couldn't. So, cause like, you know, he's holding the ball, so I fall back and I like grab the ground by my pinky, like right here, and it went like click.
Oh,
and it snapped, like literally, like my pinky was like this.
Oh,
and after I went and got like not surgery, they worst experience of my life. They replaced it because they couldn't. You can't, like, your hands are kind of hard to like really like I don't know. They don't go to surgery first, but they literally had to like put my hand in this metal thing, and then like
yeah,
they, like,
put it back in.
Yeah, just like, crack. And then I got home, and my buddy was waiting there for me with a bag of Doritos. Not a little bag, a full king-size bag of Doritos. And he said, "Yo, man, I'm sorry. Here's a bag of Doritos." And not the kid who held the ball.
Okay.
My buddy Zach. He was just like, "Yo, man, here's a bag of Doritos. I know, like, you broke your finger. I can't hang out, but I got here." And he just ran home.
Yo, that is so wholesome.
I know. I was like, that kid has a kid now.
Damn.
And yeah, that's weird. That's weird. But I haven't talked to him in a couple of years. But we talk every, like, not like talk, but I'm always just like, like, he had his kid, and I was like, that's crazy. And then, like, sometimes when he posts pics, I'm like, damn, that's cute. You're a dad.
That's
stuff
sick.
like that. Yeah. So it's like, we still talk ish. But yeah, no. Shout out Zach Hall for bringing me a bag of Doritos. And also shooting Tyler Schaefer in the ear with an airsoft gun that I left loaded.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So sorry, we're off music. But
It's fine.
They pissed me off one day because they wouldn't let me play airsoft with them or something. I forget. It's 3rd grade. So I left one bullet in the fucking airsoft gun because I knew they shot each other with them, like fake shoot. And he put it to Tyler's fucking ear, not like his lobe, like his ear hole, and he shot into his ear hole.
Oh god. Oh
yeah.
no.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not gonna tell you you're a piece of shit because you were in like 3rd grade, but wow.
Yeah. He had to go to the hospital.
Wow.
Yeah, he had to get that shit removed.
Yeah. That's so fucked.
Yeah. 3rd grade was crazy. 3rd grade was crazy.
3rd grade was a wild time.
No, he punched my lip. I think, like, this is also, we weren't really friends this year, me and my buddy Tyler, but we were fake fighting, and he punched my jaw, and I bit my lip, and my tooth went through my lip.
Oh, that happened to me when I was young. I was like maybe 2, somewhere between 2 and 4, and I face planted, and my little teeth came through this lip, dude. I got a scar to this day.
Yeah. That's fuck, man. I hate that shit. But how the fuck did we get here?
I don't know, but
guitars.
Guitars.
Cool. They're awesome.
That's so funny.
Yeah. Fucking, I played trumpet when I was younger. I guess if we're in the younger ages, I had a dumbass teacher.
I played trumpet
so
in
mean.
4th grade too.
Same. That was exactly the year I started. And then in 6th grade, I quit because my teacher, in the worst way, said I had so much potential, but I'm stupid.
Oh my god.
That's basically, yeah. She basically was just like, yo, man, like, just read your fucking music. And I was like, but I don't have to because I play everything right. And then she was like, yeah, but you're not going to learn anything. And I was like, oh, okay. And then one day she literally came into my class, math class, right? Opened the door, was like, you left your sheet music in here. This is why you're bad at music. And like screaming in front of like 30 other little kids. And I'm sitting here like, oh, you ruined this instrument for me.
Right.
I was like, I'm done. And I quit. And then I had Mr. Bradley as my music teacher. And he was like the best. One day he heard me singing in music class because we had that when we were younger.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, we had music class. And one day he heard me singing. He's like, you're joining the choir. And I was like, no. And he signed me up, and he called my parents, and my parents were like, okay. So I got forced into it. And within that year, I like sung a shit ton. And then we had like, Allstate?
Yeah.
We had like baby Allstates.
Okay.
Where it was just like 4 kids out of the whole entire elementary school get chosen to go sing in a huge choir. And he was just like, you're doing it. And we sung like a bunch of like jazz renditions of the Beatles. And I was in like 7th grade, 6th grade, like singing like some cool ass stuff like that.
That's cool, man.
Yeah, it was and then high school was another I hate teachers, man, because like they could just really ruin shit for you. Like
right.
My first year of high school, I was in choir. I just moved to the school. My teacher, Mr. Traub, rest in peace. I still fuck with that dude, but rest in peace. Yeah, pour one out for him. Kind of his fault, in a sense, on why he died. But rest in peace to the man. Should have gotten your fucking heart changed in time.
Yo, time out. Time out.
No, hold on. Let me explain it real quick. He would talk about this in class. He would literally say, I'm going to die because I don't go. He wouldn't say it like this, but he would basically make jokes about him dying because he doesn't go to his doctor's appointments to get his monitor changed. No. And he would talk about it all the time, and then he went and got his monitor changed, and he died.
What I thought was that he was like in line for a heart transplant. No. And you were like, so sucks to suck.
No. He literally was like, had appointment after appointment to get his heart monitor changed, and he just avoided it. And then like, I guess like since he avoided it so long, it made his chances of like recovering less likely. But
that's insane.
My first day, he's like, you need to join concert choir. I didn't know what the fuck that was. I didn't really know anything about it. And I was like, okay. So I didn't respond to him for the first week because I don't know. I wasn't really sure if I wanted to be a choir kid because in high school people make fun of you for that. So I was just like on the border. And then like the next week I was like, can I join concert choir? And he was like, no, you took too long. Damn. I was like, what? And like, so I couldn't join concert choir, and he hated me for it. My whole first year, he just treated me like shit for it because I didn't join, and he really wanted me. And like, it was like your football coach who sees like a fucking like 6 foot, 300-pound guy, and he walks up to him. He's like, you need to be on the center line, son. And then he's just like, I don't play football. And then he's like, you're gonna learn. And then he doesn't play football, and then the coach treats him like shit for that type of mentality.
Right.
And one time he called me a cow.
A cow,
and I got in trouble for what I did. But I looked at him, and this man was not slim.
Right.
And I looked at him, and I was like, you're calling me a cow? I was like, look at yourself. And I started kind of going off on him. He's like, you need to go. You need to get out of my class. Never gave me detentions and never wrote me up. Best student in the world. We just didn't get along because of that stupid. Well, that and same issue with my other teacher where I wouldn't learn the sheet music, but right. I knew it. Like I knew how to sing everything, but I just didn't know how to read sheet music. So I just was like, fuck that shit. And yeah, eventually he came in. Or I came in with no sheet music for the last time, apparently.
Right.
and he just gave it to me, and I was like, you're putting me in the stupid choir, like literally like pointing at the choir, basically being like, these kids suck. You're putting me with them, and you're expecting me to sing at a higher level. I was like, you should have put me in concert choir 7 months ago, and I would have read my sheet music.
Right.
Next year, I'm in concert choir. He loves me.
That's cool.
Yeah, and then I would go.
Oh, no, it's fine. My rundown of music in school, or like from childhood to now, was like, my stepsister's boyfriend at the time had he played drums, and I was like 7, and he gave me my first drum lessons. I still have that book that we were learning out of, and there's some dates on there that are like 2005, and It's
Jesus.
yeah, it's crazy. And then I stopped, and then played trumpet in 4th grade, and then quit to play drums. And like 5th grade, I started drums, and 6th grade on my 12th birthday, I think I got my first drum set, and I stayed in school band for like most of it. But yeah, really fell in love with playing drums. And actually, I remember being in like wind ensemble my sophomore year of high school, which there's like concert band and wind ensemble is like the
Yeah.
higher tier, if you will. And me and this one percussionist, we played percussion, obviously, in wind ensemble. And then one semester we were like, yo, you trying to fuck around and play some trumpet in concert band? Like, we can already read. Like, we just gotta like get the technique down. And we did. And we were terrible because we didn't practice. We literally just like sight read all the music, and yeah,
Yep.
we were pretty bad. But it was a good time, and I have that memory. But yeah, I ended up leaving school band to play in a rock band. Am I squeaking? I feel like I'm wheezing. I feel like the little fucking toy out of Toy
It's your
Story.
chair.
No, it's not. That's the
like
problem.
actually.
Just need a good clear. Okay. But yeah, I stopped pursuing the idea of going to school for music and started pursuing the idea of getting entirely too fucked up and driving around in a van. And
It was great.
it was great. Like, I wouldn't change anything. It's all just like, factored into who I am today.
Oh yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, that didn't quite work out either. So now here I am. Like, I like where I'm at today, man. Like, I love my relationship with music. Like, it doesn't feel like this like starved hustle that whatever the end result would never be good enough. Like, now I'm just like, if I make something and no one listens to it, it's cool because I'm gonna listen to it, and I like it.
Yeah. I feel like I'm like just starting in a sense because I was always in, like I said, choir, so I wasn't ever in the, I would like to say, music development type thing. Like, I knew notes, I knew how to sing, right?
Right.
I never made a song, I never created music. I would just, a band practice would happen,
Yeah.
all right, and then I would come over, I'm like, all right, I got some melodies to this shit, boom. Right, that's a gift. I'm not saying that sucks. I'm so grateful that is even a thing that I can have. Is just like melodies pop in my head.
Mm-hmm.
But as well as melodies, I have songs pop in my head. And now that's where my dilemma is like, well, like, I can already sing and I can do that stuff in my head, but I hear like songs just pop up when I'm like at work. People always are commenting about me being like, but I have no headphones on, no music. Nothing playing, but I'm just jamming. I'm like something's going on up there. Like right now I hear some like elevator jazz music. Like, you know what I mean? Like something's always going on. So now I'm at this point where I'm like, how do I take this and put it out here?
Yeah.
And that's why I had to get piano lessons, because I was like, first I got to learn an instrument. Like can't play trumpet.
Really learn it,
Yeah.
And get the chops behind. I still struggle with getting up here out.
Oh, I think everybody does. I think that's why music is that thing that you never stop learning, because it's like, well, I had a friend of ours tell me that I will, and this is what motivates me to this day. Actually, I am sorry that this person thinks this way, and I feel for them that they think this way. But I'm grateful that they said this to me so I could think about it in my way. Meaning I'm going to show them up. I'm going to prove them the fuck wrong.
What'd they say?
I was told that I will never be able to play piano like people that I look up to. Just for the sheer fact that piano is such a hard instrument and it takes years to learn. Yes. I'm only 24.
Mm-hmm.
If it takes me 10, and this is what like a lot of people like say it takes 10 years to really grasp piano, I'll be only 34. That's not that fucking long.
No,
That's
man,
re-
not
that's
at all.
that's so so at this point I'm like, okay. Well, the cool thing about it is that the good thing is that I'll be learning something, and that'll keep me making at this age more music and difficult music and different music, rather than learning it early and being in a niche that I learned. You know what I mean? Because like when you're younger, you really only know rock, pop, and if you like are lucky enough to be in bands and stuff like that, not like rock bands, but like school bands and stuff, you'll learn stuff like about jazz and like maybe a little bit of different genres, like up until you get into high school. Then you learn all different culture of genres. But I think what's cool is that since I am very like I open to music, I listen to a lot of music, I could probably like just be like with my piano teacher, I'm feeling like learning reggaeton today, or like I'm feeling like learning Baroque piano today. Like
Right.
since like I know these terms and these things, like I think it's cooler to learn it now, because I could be like, yo, this jazz shit's cool, but how would I mix jazz and reggaeton? And then he could be like, wow, that's a cool idea. Like,
Right.
you know, it's just like being able to have different ideas about what music could be, and then learning something with it, so much cooler in my opinion. So like, it used to bother me like that I didn't learn an instrument and just sung when I like up until like this year. But now I'm like grateful that I didn't, because I'm like, yeah, this is cool. I can learn it the way I want to, and not like be influenced by how schools only teach classical music until college.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just like I could sit here and be like, fuck the classical shit, bro. Like,
Right.
we all know the classical shit. Like, it's cool and all. I'm not dissing it, but I'm saying I want to know how fucking the old cats used to do it. You know what I mean? Or like how the Beatles did it, like stuff like that. Like, yeah. So I feel like I'm at a point where I'm like, I'm okay with where I'm at with music, but I'm not happy, right? I'm not happy with it. I'm blossoming to that happiness. Once I can play a fucking song, a four chord progression without like any issues, then I'll be happy.
Yeah, man. That's awesome.
Yeah,
I'm into it.
I'm excited. Yeah, I'm
And
excited.
I'm sure this podcast will be like in a natural way, like a kind of documentation of where you're at with it, you know.
Oh yeah.
So
Oh yeah.
that's cool. I look forward to hearing more about it.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah,
Every Saturday.
Yeah, man, that's sick. I think this is a pretty good place to wrap up.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, pleasure talking to you, my friend, and to anyone who made it this far, thank you, and we will see you next time.
Peace.